How much do I know about this game? Pretty much nothing. This is my first full run of this game. Enter the time. Okay. 8:07. Weird. Why can't it just tell from my PC? Yes? Oh. Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 o'clock and call it a day. You're actually taking the time to set the clock. And I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. Oh, no. I started it up earlier. I started it up. I set the clock. I checked all the graphics settings and I shut it down. And then it started up again and I was like, oh, it didn't keep the setting. Okay, cool. But apparently it did. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times your settings are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead. Pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. All right, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Okay.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
It's me, yeah.
Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I feel like it's a little bit fish-eyed. How are we feeling about that? Is that better? Are we still a little bit fish-eyed? I think this is vertical FOV, not horizontal. There we go. That looks better. How's that? I hate Mondays. Partition Core, providing partitions for 56 years. Nice. Am I gonna do sick headshots now?
Cohh, get the damn
I'll
fish!
figure something out. Thank you so much, chat. Recommendations for the Oversight Committee. Nice. Okay. Can I walk?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Who farted? Cat, was it you? Did you fart? I'm pretty sure it was Jack. I like work I just hate my boss. Fun. Smile. Interviewing and interrogation techniques. Okay. Get that mug for the mods. Nice. Nuriel with the 91 months sits a bottle of brandy on Cohh's desk as she walks off with a mug of his coffee. Thank you, Nuri. I really appreciate it. How to use help? What that says? Oh, Lord. 99 Problems Twitch ain't one. 4 years subbed, a lot more since I joined the channel. I remember being excited to find a streamer that was playing a game based on Defiance, a show I was really into at the time, and I've enjoyed every bit of the show since. Much love to you and the family here. 99 Problems, Twitch ain't one. Dude, that's the first game I ever streamed on Twitch. That is crazy. Thank you so much, buddy. That means you've been here like over 9 years. That's amazing. Thank you, dude. Been a pleasure. Been a pleasure. Apparently this place is very gassy.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh. So, I feel like if they're going to keep giving us things to do, I feel like we should do one playthrough where we do everything and one where we don't. Backseating, here we go. I'm gonna follow everything they tell us for the first time. Let's see what happens. Tips for not getting fired.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers. Oh my God. Use slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all the text. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Number of slides on this slide. Charts, slides, charts, and slides. Okay. Rate at which chart on the same slide depicts the same information. Rate of increase in graphs per slide. Please, no more charts. I'm begging, stop. The Boss Appreciation Minute. On your Boss Appreciation Minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Fill out in triplicate and return to your Boss Appreciation Specialist. You ever find yourself in conflict with another diligent employee like yourself, but more inclined towards conflict unless you're the kind of person who initiates conflict? Why did we hire you? Remember that? Okay, this is a lot.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
There was a broom in the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Go back and stay in the closet. I will do that later. I got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say, that's a lovely purse. Okay. You always do what the voices in your head tell you? Only when, you know, they're the nice ones.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him, and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I'm going to go ahead and say this now. Normally, I love and encourage backseat gaming. However, I am quickly noticing that in this game,
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs,
a bit much,
trying to input anything.
So I am going to focus on the game this time. I'm gonna just play the game, and when I get to a point where there's like stuff if I ever ask a question, I'll look over in chat. But I think I'm just gonna kind of focus on the game. Yeah.
Thing on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
I feel like this is one of those games where you don't really need backseat gaming as long as you're doing things. Yeah. It's not like I need advice or anything.
2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway. Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Employee observation protocol.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
He was 427?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I mean, from the sounds of it, yes. Which is... oh, God.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Really? Oh. Okay. I guess we're doing that. Let's go in here. Yes, Viva la Revolution. Mm-hmm.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Wow. We touched grass, chat. Maybe they were all right about that. Test achievement description. Replace this. Play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of a Tuesday. Click on the door 435 times. Complete the Stanley Parable under 4 minutes and 22 seconds. Set all sliders. Wait, what? Don't play the Stanley Parable for 10 years? Really gonna make me do this? Is it actually tracking this? No way. Wait, do I have to turn these on and then do this? Oh god. This every single one?
This
That's it. That was them all. Okay. Oh, you might have to go through the sliders using the keyboard set. We'll do that later. Whatever. All right, now we're going to do the opposite of...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley, oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks. No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417? Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437. Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so. Now, back to door number 437.
Oh my god, dude. Wait.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Really feeling it now.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
How do I even do that? Can I jump? Oh.
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Applause, please.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again! Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
Wow.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it. At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Wow.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Dang it, Kagome. Thank you, buddy. Man, this new studio is really quiet. I can hear myself think, which is weird. Just do the 10-year achievement while you're here? That sounds good. Pretty much, Caro. My air conditioning's on, so just the hum of that.
Cohh, get the damn fish!
It will. How y'all doing today, chat? You guys doing okay? Hey, Pop. What's up, buddy? I don't think he's going to say anything, chat. Doesn't it feel good to sometimes just sit and do nothing? Dude, I have 3 kids. I haven't been bored for 5 years. I see people in chat say like, "Oh, I'm so bored. I don't know what to do." And I literally start drooling. I'm like, "Oh, I want to be bored." I aspire to be bored. Oh, man. Oh, Lord. Okay, I don't think he's going to say anything. No.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.